Hi everyone.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome
evening.
to HOPE, HOPE, House of Positivity and Energy. Hi. Please give us about 30 seconds. Let's share out the link, all right? Thank you.
Oops.
This is our National Day special. Okay.
So while Eve and Vince are sharing, maybe I just talk with you guys for a while. Today we have a very special guest and very appropriate with our theme today, National Day special, because he has a very special appointment, and he has a very special title, and he has done a very special activity that makes me very proud to have his handphone number in my handphone.
Yes, that's right. We're all excited to interview him today.
Truly, Usman. I really, before we welcome our very special guest, I would like to welcome, friends and family back, to our third episode of Hope.
Right? Already, so fast.
Yes, very fast. So, my name is Vince, and I'm your friend. And of course, we would also like to wish Singapore a advanced happy 56th birthday. That's why, all our background is the NDP related. Of course, today we managed to invite, our very charismatic Marcus to join us. Let me first share my impression of him first before we get him to share his video. The first time I met him, he came across to me as a person who's very sincere, always helpful, and also he's always trying to find means and ways to really help you and really give you good advice. I think it's really wisdom, and also he also really has great courage, to choose to switch career, even though at that point in time what we Singaporean know as iron rice bowl at Tie Fan Wan. But at that time he decided that he wanted to do something different, right? So let's all welcome our very charismatic, courageous Marcus. Marcus, can you on your video?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Vince.
Yeah.
Hi, Eve. Hi, Usman. Thank you for the invitation.
Welcome to Hope.
Thank you for the invitation. Yeah, Eve, carry on.
Yeah. So Vince mentioned you're very charismatic, very courageous, and also very calm. The first impression that I have with Marcus when I did some collaboration with him, I find that he's always very calm, very cool-headed, and that is also, I think, part of the reason why later he will be sharing. We have some questions for him. I think his experiences in different industry gave him this charisma, right? Give him this very level-headed, very cool composure, right? So maybe let me ask Usman. Usman, why? Because I know Vince and Usman, both of you suggested, right, that Marcus, is the one that we can interview because of his special position, right? Different roles. Maybe you like to add on what's that special thing that you want to find out today?
Vince, you look like you have a aching question you want to ask Marcus. I'll let you go first.
Okay. I think this is a special session, where we can get to really interview Marcus. So of course, Marcus, maybe
Yes.
I would like to check with you. How do you actually, or how do you view life, and what is actually most important to you?
So life for me actually, I got this concept from one of our guru because I'm a financial planner. So I gotten this so-called concept of life from my mentor. I would say it's a mentor even though because we do listen to broadcasters and stuff So just imagine everyone has a BOD. Date of birth. Right? Just imagine you draw a line, right? Date of birth and a date of death, right? DOD. So DOB, DOD. Everyone knows your DOB, right? Everyone knows your date of birth, but no one knows your DOD. And in between of this one, we are living something called life. Right? We are living our life. Your life, L, can be long, so it will be long. The E at the back is full of events, right? And the in between, there are a lot of ifs. There are a lot of ifs in your life. Yeah. So I would like to just use this, even though he's using this concept for more for financial planning, because he tends to say like plan for death, plan for critical illness and stuff. But to me, to use this concept also, actually the ifs in life, right? Actually the choices that we make in life sometimes do plays a part in our decisions lah. In life, the decisions in life actually plays a part. The choices that we made, the decisions we made, do plays a part in our future part of our life. So whether it's a right decision or a wrong decision, we might not know, right? The choice we made, sometimes we might not know, but ultimately it will lead to a certain kind of experience. And the experience is only you can take away one. You can take away from this experience. Yeah. So to me, the ifs, the events, right? How you want to make this eventful, how you want to make it meaningful. For me, is to create value to people around me. Yeah, to have that value that whether is it a personal touch to one person or like through this broadcast, maybe I shared something, you reflected on something that, oh yeah, Marcus said this. 10 years down the road, you still remember Marcus said this. This value I brought to you is I'm happy already. Yeah. So I believe the ifs and the events, right? Whether your life, how long it is, right? But the ifs and the events with the experience will make you who you are today. Yeah. So this is a bit of my life concept. Yeah. That answer your question, Vince.
Yes. Thank you, Marcus. I think you're really a go-giver. Because I think we all actually all benefited also, from Marcus always willing to give and to help, right? So with that, I'd like to maybe ask Usman, do you
Yes,
have
sir.
anything that you really want to ask, dare not ask, but now you got the chance to ask one?
Where got
Okay.
they not ask one? you just ask lah. No, they not ask one.
This one is very related to our National Day. What makes you most proud of your home country?
Proud of my home country. I would think that because we are a very small country, we are really nothing. No resources. Everything is human capital. So with this, our founding fathers managed to actually build us up lah. We are actually already, how to say, enjoying the tree that our forefathers have built for us long time ago. We're already enjoying the shape that we are in this state today. Singapore is actually a financial hub in ASEAN. It's not easy, and that's why I will believe that I'm proud to be a Singaporean because we have all this in line. We have the previously was the 5 total defense of Singapore. Yeah, but now it's the 6 already. You all know the 6 or not? Now testing you already. Okay, so the 5 of them is actually the military, econs, psychology, social, and civil. So the police, the military come in. The econs also very important of the country. The social is very important. The psychology of the people is very important also, right? So these 5. The 6th one is actually digital defense, cyber security and stuff. Yeah. So these are the six total defense. I believe with structure, of course, I'm not saying politics is politics. Not all government is the best, but I would think that our government with the founding fathers' views, right, of leaving legacy for this 4th generation or 5th generation, I believe Singapore will still strive in difficult times. If you see this pandemic where it has already, caused so much disruptions around the world, but Singapore can still, get almost 60 to 70% people vaccinated. We already planned this long time ago. Yeah. A scientist did mention if Singapore cannot handle the COVID because these scientists, medical scientists, look at our facilities and stuff. We were preparing this type of pandemic since SARS already. So she mentioned if Singapore cannot control this pandemic well, right? Let alone other countries. So I believe even though with all this cluster thing happening, but I think we are still very well controlled. The numbers is still very low. So if you look at this, our per capita per person is also quite relatively high. We are one of the highest in the world. So small country, but we are well managed. We don't let people bully us also. Yeah. So a financial hub in ASEAN. Yeah. So that we can get investors to invest in our country, so that they reach out to the other ASEAN countries. Yeah. So I'm proud to be part of this. Yeah.
Wonderful. And to add on to what you said, I totally agree with Marcus, because I think 3 weeks ago I read an article on Business Times that during this pandemic period, our Singapore government still make money.
Make money.
Make a lot of money.
Yeah. The government will do ways to ensure that our reserves are still sound.
Yeah, and I'm also very thankful for that. Thankful that we are here. Thankful that, especially for our medical system. So now, the drum roll part. What is Marcus' specialty that is so appropriate to have him here on the show today?
Yes, I'd like to know.
Vince.
Oh, my turn to ask, huh?
No, you have to tell us what is his secret.
Oh, wow, actually I don't know leh. Maybe Marcus can share with us.
No, cannot. Because okay, then I share lah. Because I did a one-to-one with Marcus, so the memory is still very fresh. The first question, after he sent me his introduction, is he stated that he's a photo bearer. So that got me very curious. I said, what is a photo bearer? I searched on Google, I searched on the internet, everywhere it doesn't say what is the meaning of photo bearer. It just says a person that holds a photo. So when I met Marcus, and I was so excited I couldn't sleep for 2 nights until the meeting. So when I met him, the first question I asked him, Marcus, what is a photo bearer? So because his description in the introduction is that he was the photo bearer of the late Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. And after he explained to me, I'm so proud to have his number in my handphone.
Yeah.
So the next question we will let our pretty Eve ask.
Okay, thanks, Usman. Yeah, I was also very, very amazed that he's the photo bearer, and he showed me the photo. I was like, wow, that doesn't look like you. Doesn't look like.
Yeah.
I know that he's like really very cool, very cool guy. So I thought, I'd like to ask him, what preparation you have made, for this important role, because that's you, right, on the left, right, of the photo.
Yeah, on the left. Yeah, on the left.
Right. Such great responsibility and such, important role that you hold. So what kind of preparation you need to have, for this? I would say, it's like really, really so important. And I think it would be a lifetime kind of experience to you, right? It's just once in a lifetime kind of thing. So what is the preparation that you have for this role?
So just to give just to tell you all that this was actually my secondary appointment. Yeah. So I maintain and repair artillery guns. So that is my primary job. Yeah, primary role. But this is actually my secondary role. Yeah. So like given to me. So I happened to come back from Taiwan after my perm stuff. And the person that is so-called taking over me to go Taiwan has this role already. So just had come back, so hand take law. Then he also said, okay, so my SM, my sergeant major, just said, Marcus, you will take over whatever he's leaving behind. So I took this role. So actually the first time I was activated was actually for late Dr. Goh Keng Swee. So late Dr. Goh Keng Swee was the one that I was being activated for. I did his one. Yeah, I did his photo barrier also. And from then, so previously, actually, we have always been having rehearsals already. rehearsals for state funerals like this. Yeah. So late Dr. Goh Keng Swee one, because I did it, because I did it with I did it for late Dr. Goh Keng Swee. When when late MM Lee's Lee Kuan Yew's turn, right, we were already prepared already. Like everything was in my car already lah, just waiting for activation only lah. Because more or less we will know that most likely we'll pull the plug by he was actually on life support already that few days, but they didn't had the they were choosing a proper appropriate date also lah, something like that lah. So we knew before that lah. Okay, maybe I shouldn't share so much. Okay, so so ultimately when the button was pressed, we activated. Early morning we head to a camp already. So we at the camp, we'll just do as accordingly because we were rehearsed before already. Yeah, so we reach the camp, change to our number one. They will inspect us to ensure that everything is proper. Yeah, then next they will start to choose. So see who's the better ones lah. Yeah, to me, because I did Dr. Goh Keng Swee one already, so to me I actually fine, like whoever is appropriate. But I shared my experience for Dr. Goh Keng Swee one. Because Dr. Goh Keng Swee's photo was about 10 kg, it was quite heavy. That's why I needed 2 people. So because the photo was so heavy, needed 2 people, we were rehearsing. If you realize, I am actually wearing a white glove. I'm wearing a white glove, right? Dr. Goh Keng Swee's photo had flowers by the side with those metal netting. It was sponge and metal netting to put all the flowers, right? All the flowers, yeah. So it was holding there. When we had that small drill, okay, so what's happening when we are marching out now from here, from the side, from the backstage, when we are marching out, the son will be in front to hold the photo and put on the photo frame. Yeah. So when he put the photo on the photo frame already, when we have a small drill, my partner will say up, then we move our hand up. The glove got hooked to the metal frame that was holding the sponges at both sides. Yeah. So the photo jumped a bit when we were living on the photo frame. So during that time, the jump, right, then after we marched out back into the backstage, both me and my buddy down there, the heart almost dropped because, yeah, imagine the photo drop, that's it already. That's it for our career already. Yeah, so that was the experience. So because of that, I explained to the SM, my sergeant major, who was in charge of this late MMD's one, my experience. He surely told me, wow, Marcus, thank you for your information. Yeah, so he said, I'll ensure that none of this thing will happen. Yeah, he thanked me. Then he said, hey, Marcus, since you have that experience, I think you just go again. We cannot 出错 lah. We cannot make mistakes. Yeah, so he okay. I said, you sure? You sure? Because others can look better than me and stuff lah. Yeah, then he said, never mind, just go. So it was his decision. Yeah, then the buddy beside me here was he was new. He wasn't that buddy that did Dr. Goh Keng Swee one. Yeah, so it was new that I was guiding him lah. Yeah, but we were in the camp. We were just practicing. But ultimately, when we reached to UCC, it was another ball game already because the stats might be different. How far we reached the stand, yeah, everything is different. So we rehearsed the entire week lah. When the public is going to the parliament for state funerals and stuff, we were always in camp the whole day just practicing lah. Rehearsing, moving, ensure we are looking straight instead of looking to the ground. Yeah. Then because we do some marking on the floor, but on the actual day, no marking. So everything is based on, we've done so many times until it becomes a very natural thing. Yeah. Yeah. So, and when we turn, we have to be straight in the stadium. So when the officers are looking, when all the chiefs are looking, right, they are ensuring, hey, not straight, then you have those sabula, go back again, then come out again. Yeah, then what? Yeah, so it was an experience. It was an experience. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Preparation. Yeah. So actually we have been rehearsing already. Yeah. It's only that 1 week time, actually 5 days. 5 days we were very serious already. Yeah, we were very serious. Ensuring every step, every action we do is precise lah. Yeah.
Amazing. Like I said, I'm very proud to have your handphone number in my handphone.
Yeah. I mean, this is the proudest, honorable, the most honorable thing I did for the state lah. I would say in my entire life lah. I don't think there's any other thing that I will do that will be so memorable, so I say honorable lah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is really very, very, I mean, full of memories for you, right? Definitely is a state funeral kind of experience, you know, like nobody would have this kind of exposure, you know, like you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great. So thanks for sharing this with us. So
Okay.
yeah, and also a bit of background on why we want to have this hope series, right? We started because we wanted to bring hope to people. You know, maybe they might relate, you know, to you, your story. So later you'll be sharing with us. I think we have some questions. We are all curious, you know, why you made a switch, you know, to your current role. Maybe who would like to
Okay.
Usman and Vince? Any question that you like to ask?
Okay, maybe I'll ask. Maybe I'll just ask. Because I'm always very curious, because you see from Marcus' previous role, right? I think you know, after what he did, you know, for the state, he'll even have a better and more, I would say, advancement in career. But why, you know, when you're at the peak of your career, that you decided, hey, I want to do something else? Why? What gave you that courage? Because I think very difficult. I mean,
There were actually certain trigger points in my life lah. Yeah, so certain trigger points. What made me, so this happened actually probably 2010 already. Yeah. So 2010, my current manager was the one that actually he was just okay. If so, y'all would know that my mom was actually in Great Eastern for 28 years. Yeah, she was still in Great Eastern at that point of time. So my manager said, yeah, your mom is going to retire few years down the road. Would you like to consider this industry? Yeah. Then thinking back, you know, all my family, friends, all my relatives are under my mom's portfolio. So it'll be wasted lah in a way if I don't take over. Because to my manager, actually it doesn't matter. He'll just, you know, give someone retires, whoever the client that's under her, he'll just distribute among his current agents lah. Yeah. But he just said lah, see my mom worked so hard until 60 plus still working. I've been working so many years, so we were wasted. So he told me lah, maybe you like to give this career a shot. So I took my first paper, just 2010. I took my first paper. But 2011, sorry, I took my first paper. Then along the way, 2012, I gotten married, my house come, everything, you know, like settling everything. Then I said, okay, I'll give this career a shot. So, but I took my first paper only then. Then I said, okay, even before I leave, I want to have a private degree, like crash course a bit. Because all this while I've been doing engineering stuff lah. My diploma is also mechanical engineering. So I said to kind of this line is a financial world ma. So I said maybe let me crash course a bit. So I took Kaplan banking and wealth management 1.5 year, just a quick degree just to crash course myself. Yeah. Along the crash course, I realized because all this while I like maths, so I thought engineering was the way ma. Like maths, so I thought engineering is do maths ma. Yeah. But actually gotten a bit bored along the way lah. Well, I took my paper, right? I took finance. Wow, actually I like finance. I do finance, man. I like to calculate your future value, like your present value now, compounded. I like to calculate your future value. So, very linked. So that was my second trigger point. Yeah. I mean, my third trigger point. Actually, my second trigger point was when I gotten married, my house come. Then, you know, you pay a lot. Your savings was suddenly like wiped out like that. I said, cannot. I need to learn how to let my money work harder for me. Yeah. So that second trigger point, third trigger point, I said, actually insurance is very related to whatever I'm doing. Yeah, so 2015 I made the call. So you see 2011 very long. I took my first paper. 2015 I made the call. I say, okay, next year I will leave. So I told my officer 2016 I will leave. That means my current manager waited for me 5 years. Waited for me 5 years. Yeah. So the courage part is along the way, there are trigger points. For me, like, it was a trigger points. And I looking back into my mom's career, right? Because all this while, since young, I've been following her to see clients, family friends, or even going to wakes. My mom goes to wakes, sometimes will bring me also. When I see her deliver the check to the client, right, it's like a sad moment, but you can see the wife's face, like, wow, I say, wow, my husband still did something for me. You know, that kind of feeling. So I remember that feeling very well. Like it's actually a service to the client. It's like the promise that your husband did for your family. So this is the check. This is something that your husband has left for your family. Yeah, so that feeling, doing a lot of claims for the clients. My mom will do claims, so I sometimes will follow. So just follow her to see lah. Yeah. So I realized that actually there is a passion behind all this lah. There's something that you are doing something for someone. You are making a difference in someone's life. Yeah. So yeah, then some motivational talk only. Then after that, I say, the courage came lor. Then I say, okay, I will leave. Even though 2016 May my son was born, I left in 2016 also. Yeah. So it was a very like what I say courageous move lah. But it's also just that okay lah. It's do or die lah. But I will come into this line and just stick to it lah. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Master. Wow. Just now I hear all the way from 2010 all the way up to 2016, where during all the different point in times where, different things happen that, help Marcus to see his future. But at the same time, I saw him say that, at 2016 when, Xavier was born, his son, right? Then at the time, still haven't, but just go. So I suddenly recall this quote by Walt Disney. He really mentioned something like this. He says that everyone will have the ability to achieve their dream if they have the courage to pursue them all. So it's really not that we know how to do or we don't know how to do. It's about really that as long as we want it hard enough, we see that our future is along this road. As long as we pursue with courage, we'll surely achieve what we want. So
I think maybe sorry.
I want to recall something. Yes. I recall something. I recall Marcus also sharing with me that sometimes when some clients, because of whatever reasons, when they cannot actually get their policies or sometimes they have exclusion, I recall Marcus say he'll fight one.
Appeal lah. Yeah.
Appeal law, but yeah. Then I recall him mention he'll appeal until that. Try to make sure that it goes through. I think this is really not just about really just making a living or just making money. I think his heart is really there to want to help others. And I think we really need more people like Marcus in this world, because we really need more go givers. Thank you, Marcus.
I wanted to add on to what about source of courage. Actually sometimes different people have different source of courage, but I think for me was actually my family lah. Yeah, my family is the for family wise, the source of courage comes from there. And sometimes I will pray lah. When I'm a Catholic lah, so when I go to church I pray. I only pray for 3 things. I pray for health, whether is it myself or around I pray for health. I pray for strength. Because sometimes you need the physical strength. Yeah, you need strength lah. And of course the last one is actually courage. Yeah. So it actually boils down very clearly. Because maybe in this line also sometimes you need to take skin a bit to ask to close a certain case. Yeah. To have the courage I will pray to have the courage to do it because all this while engineer, sometimes you don't have the courage to call your friend, ask for certain things, So I will pray for these 3 things actually. Yeah. Which actually links a bit to the source. So probably when I pray for pray for a source of courage, then maybe God just showed certain sort of signs or ways to me, maybe certain kind of motivational quotes that I start to read, or certain kind of stories that I start to read, that or I start to build that courage again to move lah. Yeah.
That is a very good point. Praying for courage. Not just engineer don't have the courage, yeah.
Yeah.
Lacks of courage.
Yeah, designers and businessmen also sometimes lack the courage to call the friend ego. So that's a good point. That's a good point. Thank you so much, Marcus.
Yeah.
I will remember and take it down. If you want to ask the next question.
I was actually very touched by what he said. It's very I can resonate with him a lot because just like he mentioned, I also went through a almost similar path because I took over my family business. I mean, now wanting to help my parents also out of this filial piety. So I wanted to spend more time with them, to really help them because I think they're of certain age, after 70. So I think it's really good that you have the courage to take out a new role. But I think when you believe that, it's all, it's actually what it's in tune to your authentic self, I think it's important. Yeah, and also that brings back to our topic is because today we are talking about passion is energy, right? It's the energy. And also it can come from the hope, there is happiness, origin, the origin, where you come from, your authenticity, and also positivity and energy. So HOPE, and just now Marcus mentioned about all the holistic, wellness, like body, health, right? He prayed for health. I think strength is very important. Body and the mind, mental strength. I think nowadays we all need to focus on mental strength, right? After
mental strength.
Problems. So I think we hope to give this and help people to regain, or to strengthen their mental well-being, and also our spiritual wellness is very important. You need to pray, you need to do a lot of all this connection, and also environmental wellness, and also financial, right? Financial wellness is so important, and that is Marcus' strength, right? He's so good with all the financial planning. And I have a question for him is, you mentioned about your mom, right, just now. So I'd like to find out what are the top 3 values, in your family that she has inculcated in your life, that you're such a, I would say, when I had some encounter with you, I mean that you're very, very systematic, very responsible person, and you really see through things, you follow up, what are the values that your family, your mom, your dad has inculcated in you. You can share with us. Thank you.
I'm not too sure what are the 3, because I think growing up with them, right, I think they are the examples themselves already. So generally the kids will follow certain characteristics of the parents or personalities of the parents. I think just my parents have always just like be a good person. Yeah, just be a good person. There's no specific like maybe top 3 values that I think my parents actually talk to me about. My dad is a man of few words. My dad is really man of few words. You will see him morning, so pray, he will pray, go to the altar and pray. Morning read newspaper, pray, read newspaper, have his then he will go to office. So man of few words, but he will help with housework, he will do anything that my mom will ask him to do. Yeah, so I think husband wise or family wise, you can see for my dad, so like being my dad first, he's an example of like a good husband. Yeah, partnership with housework, partnership to do stuff at home. Don't really argue much with my mom. I mean, my mom is the more of the decision maker in the family also. Yeah, but my dad will just, once in a while will worry, but he's the one that really will just let my mom decide, then go ahead with stuff. So don't have quarrels, definitely got arguments, but no quarrels. So I think he sets a good example of how a good husband sometimes will be. Yeah, I mean they are in their 70s now. So yeah, so the beliefs I really like: be a good person, I think my mom is more like the for both of them. So think of others. So I think a lot of times how I every time will show myself to you is actually putting myself in your shoes also sometimes. I think for others, what the others will feel if I say this, or what will people feel if I do this action. Yeah. And I think they are more religious. Definitely more religious than me. So yeah, it's very religious. They will go to church. Yeah, even weekday church also go to weekday church. Yeah, then have always got those prayers. As much possible, I try to attend, but also not as not as good as them, not as pious as them. They really can every day have a session, but I cannot. I say once a week can already. Yeah, the main mass can already. So I think this is just the things that they showed as parents to me lah. Yeah, and my sister lah. I have one sister also. Yeah. So this Hope I answer your question.
Amazing. You answered a lot of questions. You also answered what is the secret to maintaining a harmonious and happy marriage.
Yeah.
So to all the husbands out there, play your part, help to do the housework.
Actually, it's a partnership lah. Yeah, it's a partnership.
I totally agree.
We learn to go like that already, because equality in Singapore, the females are also equally as earning as much as the guys already. So we just have to be a partnership lah. Build up a very happy family lah. Yeah.
Maybe some more.
Yeah.
We've got so many. Wow. Hi, Simon. Hi, Andrea. Have you guys got any questions for Marcus? You can type in the comments.
How many people watching?
Many.
I also, yeah, everyone is very joyous color with all this red, and we have Singapore flag with us also. Yeah. Hi. So if you can, those who just joined us, you can click on the form. We have a form for you to redeem our complimentary services, holistic wellness services. So maybe Marcus can also share with us a bit, what kind of consultation do you give to your clients, when you first meet your potential clients, if let's say they are in retirement or anything?
Yeah. I will normally share a holistic view of what financial planning is like. Actually, financial planning is more like scenario planning. You're planning for different types of scenarios that might happen. Yeah, so like Andrea, myself, I focus actually more on life insurance. So like death, critical illness coverage. Yeah. But of course in BNI chapter, vision chapter, I represent the wealth accumulation. So specializing in child's education and retirement planning. Yeah. So that will be the specialty that I will bring into, even for wealth accumulation. Child's education or retirement planning will be the main focus in my career also. Yeah. So child's education. Yeah.
Nice. Now that you talk about BNI.
Yeah.
It's because of BNI that brought us together.
Yes.
Amazing. So what is BNI?
What is BNI? You want me to
explain?
Oh, so it's a business networking international founded by Dr. Ivan Meissner from US, but it brought to Singapore. So Singapore has about 20 over chapters. We are in chapter BNI Vision chapter. Yeah. So 20 over chapters. We are one of the chapters. Yeah. Did I answer what BNI is?
Yes. Of course, there's more. The main thing about BNI is to teach us to give, to farm and not to hunt.
Oh, yeah.
And in terms of the spirituality is where the more we give, the more we will receive. Maybe not from the source that we give to, but it will come in manifolds from all over. It's like really like farming, because you plant the seed, you keep giving, you keep watering, you keep giving fertilizer, you keep giving care to the plant, and when it's time to harvest, it's just boom, 1 hectare. Amazing.
So I think the main thing is the giver's gain philosophy behind giver's gain. Yeah, I think we are all in because the giver's gain that we saw. Yeah, to give without any expectation from that person, I think is something that we all should try to attain. Yeah,
Cultivate.
giver's gain. Yeah, cultivate.
Must cultivate. Every day must give water and say I must give. Then put a bit of fertilizer. Give without asking for anything back.
Yeah. Because sometimes when you give and you are expecting a reward or expecting something, right, and you don't get it, right, you get disappointed.
Very disappointed. Yeah.
So why you want to make yourself disappointed? Just give lah. Yeah, 不用紧的啦.
True.
Right? I mean, the feeling of abundance. So you have the abundance mindset to give, and then just don't expect. Yeah. So I think it's a kind of energy exchange that whatever you give, you will come back to you in other ways.
Yeah. And somehow law of attraction. Law of attraction will have all this also. The law of attraction, when you give more and you see people start seeing, they'll be attracted to you lah. So we are actually all the same group one. If you realize we are all the same because we are being attracted, that same energy attract us together. Yeah. We are the people that will just give. So yeah.
Agree.
That's right.
Totally
That's why there's also this saying in Chinese. It says that 施比受更有福. So when you really give, you feel happiness.
You feel that
so when
kind
you
of
feel
happiness,
right, good things come back to you. So it really starts from ourselves first. Whether people will appreciate what you give, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is, even if they appreciate or they don't appreciate, you continue to give. I think that's the true spirit of giving. Because if this, I think like what Usman mentioned, maybe not from the source, but from other areas that will come back to you, maybe in better ways, right? And do you also have any other questions, for Marcus? Because I think we have, if we don't have time limit, I think we'll have even more questions I
think we'll just carry on all the way. 2 hours also no problem.
I have one question.
Steady.
This question will be able to hopefully see whether the next election we can vote for Marcus or not. Okay,
I don't want to be a politician.
What gets your blood boiling? What's a problem in the world that you would like to fix?
Oh, wow. Okay, so this very I think it's a very deep question. But I definitely don't like those racism, got to do with race or sex lah. Yeah. So racism, sexism, all this, I don't like. Every time I see those news about those people saying things, it's like we are just one human race lah. Why must you discriminate against another race or another ethnicity? Yeah. I mean, for me, I've been watching a bit of history stuff lah. Sometimes you're wondering, how come these things are happening around us, this world? So I would realize actually a lot of times is the politics about countries and the religion plays a part. Whether is it Islam or whether is it Islamic or Christianity or Buddhism. This is because of the religion passed down previously. That's why they have this type of very divided kind of mindset, and it brings into politics. And when politics brings in, then they govern, and there's always that group of minorities that will be left out. Yeah. So yeah, I don't really like this type of news lah. Every time I see overseas like the current Myanmar issue, the civil war, is because of a lot of historical stuff. Yeah. The Rohingya minorities in Myanmar are the ones that are being affected, So I don't really like lah. Yeah. So you say hard boiling, actually not really hard boiling lah, but I just don't like that. We are all one human race, why must we be so separated? Why must we be so? Yeah, because all religion actually teaches the same thing. all religion teaches us to be a good person, right?
Correct.
Do things, don't do behind our, don't do with a clear conscience. Don't do things with a bad conscience. Yeah. So yeah lah, but sometimes being exploited by politicians using religion to divide people which I don't like lah. Yeah.
Very
And
heartbreaking.
what's the other part lah?
Oh, if
Something
you,
fixing one, is it? Fix.
yeah, if you could, what is one world problem that you would like to fix?
I think environment. The ecosystem, environmental part of the world. Yeah. So climate change is one thing that is happening. Yeah. If you all realize, I think 10 years ago, I don't feel Singapore so hot. I think 30 degrees, 31 degrees, we feel, wow, very hot. Now it's like 33, 34, and it keep increasing.
But this weather is actually because of our BNI vision's passion that makes
Yeah.
yeah lah, agree.
Yeah.
If I could invent a plaster for the ozone layer, I would invent it. If only we can fix the ozone layer.
Climate change, the plastic issue, our coral reefs, all the sea marine life, as being affected. It's an ecosystem one. If one thing affects, then everything will just pull down everything. Yeah, because coral is part of the ocean. Without corals, then no oxygen. Then all the fishes will die. All fishes die, we don't have fish. Don't have fish, then just keep affecting everything. Yeah.
True. Agree.
Yeah. Then CO2 is the main thing that causes the coral reef to die also. Yeah. So it's an ecosystem. Yeah.
Well, for the CO2 thing, I've got a solution for you. So no need to invent already. Already have.
The eco racing thing.
Eco racing, yeah.
Yeah. There's more to it besides car. Of course, car is the main thing.
Yeah.
But I think like
Industry.
factories, industry, that's another thing that they must solve as countries they come together, they must solve.
Actually, yeah, to be frank, our aircon, but we can't live without it.
Well, you cannot live without iPhone, really.
BNI vision too passionate already. Singapore too hot.
Yeah. Yeah. So if can the one thing I want to fix actually, because I'm thinking down the road, like for generations if you don't fix it now, if you don't think of it now and don't talk about it now, it just, for our kids, for our grandkids, for our great grandkids, they'll just, Singapore might not be even Singapore anymore. It might be under the water due to rising water. Yeah. That's why so many things when last year or the year before, Lee Hsien Loong talked about PM Lee talked about the building the extra thing to block water from coming in, so that Singapore won't be flooded. So these are things, like you see, Singapore proud to be Singapore. Why? Because they will foresee that part maybe 20 years down the road to ensure that thing will be done, so that Singapore will be a sunken city Yeah.
So yes, coming back, talking about our Singapore government, giving us support, thinking of our future, thinking in advance. So this actually also gives us hope. Okay, amidst this pandemic that we are facing, yes, a lot of us has decreased income. Many of us have lost our job, but please don't give up hope, because if you have that passion that Marcus talked about, you will have that energy to just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, I think well said.
It's the national spirit.
Yeah.
What Marcus said about environmental, right? It really, gels in very well with our 5 holistic wellness, which is one of it is environmental wellness. So like what we are all, helping our children to educate them to protect the environment. I think it's a very important thing, because if not, we can't be focusing on other aspects of wellness if the environmental wellness is actually compromised, right? Yeah. So thanks for coming in, all those who are here with us tonight. So anything else that we'd like to ask Marcus? Any more burning questions? maybe some tips.
Hi, Irene. Thank you for coming. Do you have any questions for Marcus?
Yes.
But while we are waiting for the audience to ask their questions, Marcus, we would like to tell you that before we end the show, we would like you to sing with us.
Sing song.
Sing song.
I'm not KC leh.
We try to practice lah, so we can catch up with Casey. Let's sing a song for Singapore.
Yeah.
Because this year the National Day parade cannot take place on time. It will be postponed. So I do know, and I realize that in the news there are a lot of patriotic Singaporeans that's feeling very heartache and sad. So let's sing a song to cheer them up. Stand up for Singapore. What do you think?
All right. Okay. So let me.
Stand up.
Shall we?
No, sing. We can sit down and sing.
So the song is Stand Up for Singapore lah.
Yep.
And anyone in the audience want to join us live to sing? Irene, Sam, Andrea?
Irene said, what? She wants your handphone. Yeah. Is it? Okay.
Hey,
Start
Haris.
the song.
Hi, Harris. Hi.
Haris asked, how come your hair so stylish?
Hi.
Okay, the next meeting he will invite his hairstylist, okay?
We have our weekly networking session on every Tuesday. So feel free to come and join us. We have our nutritionist, Ivy, to share with us on how to have the work from home energy, right? From natural supplements. So if you're watching and you are keen to find out, you can contact any one of us to get the Zoom link. Yeah. So are we ready to sing for Singapore?
Yeah.
Join in.
Oh, got music, right?
Yeah, Singapore.
Wow, and you know what? Just when the song is ending, right? I saw Usman's firework go off. The timing is just right.
Wonderful.
That's nice,
That was fun. I think we should get our vision to do it, all of us together.
Sing together. The energy, right? To get the positive energy.
Yeah, can we do that, Irene?
Good. So thank you so much, Marcus, today for your time, and also I'm sure everyone can feel your passion, your energy, and also I think very positive, and also you have inspired a lot of people to step out of your comfort zone, to have the courage, to have the strength, and also to be able to have the culture. Chinese culture, we are also very familiar to have this kind of kind of affinity, right? So maybe let me pass to Vince. Yeah. Maybe anything else?
Oh, okay. I think we really want to give gratitude to Marcus, for taking time out to join us tonight, because he can be with his son and be with his family, but he chose to give value to not just three of us, four of us, but to everyone and anyone who will be logging in or who will be coming in later to listen to this live. So Marcus, thank you so much again. And also what really inspired me is that I think everyone can have that kind of courage that Marcus just just demonstrated, as long as we really have love in our heart. Because just now when he mentioned everything is for the family, I feel his love for the family. Well, I think it's also one of the biggest source of where his courage comes from. So Marcus, thank you so much again. Thank you
for welcome. Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you so much. One big lesson that we all can learn here is that follow your passion. Don't be afraid to make that jump, to take that leap, because things can and will become better. So friends out there, if you are thinking of following your passion but haven't had that courage to do it, we've got a very good example here. Marcus actually found out that he actually liked this passion more than the past passion, and he's even more passionate about this passion, and he's able to give and help a lot of people now. So all of us friends, don't be afraid to follow your passion, because you have that potential in you, and you can give a lot more if you are passionate about what you do.
I think one thing just to remember is the life. The life. You asked me about life concept, right? That there are a lot of ifs, and make it eventful. There are a lot of ifs in life. So just make it eventful. Whether your choices are right or wrong, you learn from certain mistakes, then you just move on from there. Then make it eventful. Make it meaningful. Make your life a meaningful one. Create that value for other people, so that the value will come back to you. Yeah. I think that's my parting words.
No.
Not parting. Yeah.
Wisdom for us, for the day. Wisdom
for the day. Wisdom
for the day. Okay. So we will have Hope again next month. We'll do it once a month. And just a reminder that we have our BNI meeting every Tuesday at 8 a.m. It sounds a bit early, but actually it's not early, because there's so much to gain from the meeting, from what our friends are going to share. And next Tuesday we're going to talk about nutrition, right, Eve? Vince?
Yeah. I will be sharing. Yeah.
So if you guys would like to attend our meeting, drop us a PM or drop us a message, or just comment, and we will get back to you with the link. We will invite you. We will happily invite you and share what has made us so passionate. So thank you so much, Marcus.
Thank you for the invitation. Yeah.
Thank you,
Marcus.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Watching. See you next month. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye. Good night.
Happy National Day.
Happy National Day. Go Singapore.
Yay.
Bye.